Today I want to walk you through the only 4 campaign types on Google Ads that you need to scale your e-commerce brand to 7 figures. Here you see in the last 365 days, with those 4 campaigns alone, we generated 1.3 million euros in revenue for that brand. Those are only the ads in the US. We're also running ads in a lot of other countries. So the whole conversion value for the last 365 days is 3.4 million. But in the US alone, with the 4 campaigns, we generated 1.3 million. So what are the 4 campaigns? We have 3 campaigns for prospecting and 1 branded campaign. So the first campaign that we have is a prospecting performance max campaign. It's basically focusing on acquiring new customers, getting new customers into the funnel by using a general performance max campaign. So inside that campaign, we have a lot of different asset groups with different photos, videos, a lot of different headlines, a lot of different descriptions, audience signals, search terms, all those things you can set up to have a perfect performance max campaign. And that is really focusing on acquiring new customers and getting new customers into the funnel. As you maybe know, with performance max campaigns, you're using the display ads, YouTube video ads, search ads, shopping ads, Gmail ads, basically everything that Google has in their portfolio and where they're able to show your ads, you're utilizing that to reach a lot of people, get a lot of impressions. And here we'll see in the last year, that one generated 2.3 million impressions alone, 25,000 clicks. We spent 62,000 euros on the ad with an average cost per click of €2.45, and that generated 1,438 purchases with a conversion value of 355,000 euros and a cost per conversion of 43 euros. Then the second campaign is a prospecting performance max feed only campaign. With this one, we have like a lot of different asset groups, a lot of different assets, as I mentioned, photos, videos, headlines, descriptions, and therefore it's using a lot of different placements. With this one, we don't have any asset groups inside. We have only the shopping feed connected, and that's it. So that's basically a shopping campaign. On Google, you can either set up a manual shopping campaign where you select the cost per clicks and all of those things, or you can have a performance max campaign without adding any asset groups, and then it's a performance max feed only campaign. It's similar to an ordinary shopping campaign, but it uses a slightly different algorithm, the one from the performance max campaign. And for this brand particularly, it performed way better than the ordinary shopping campaign. So that's the only shopping campaign that we have running. For this campaign, we have spent 14,000 euros in the last year. It generated 1.5 million impressions, €2.33 per click, so slightly lower. And the cost per conversion is also slightly higher. For those 2 campaigns, we also have a target return ad spend, which is currently at 370%. With that one, we're always playing around. The real conversion value divided by cost is way better than that. So we are slowly increasing the target return ad spend, but we still want to make sure that it spends enough budget and we have the volume there, and we don't want to suffocate the campaigns. The third campaign is a dynamic search campaign, which is basically with dynamic search, Google just looks at your website, looks at your landing pages, product pages, and uses those to come up with good keywords to target with good ads. And you only tell Google which pages, which websites you want to use and what the descriptions should be, and the rest, and Google does the rest for you. With those ones, you have to be careful that you're consistently monitor the negative keywords and make sure to exclude stuff like your branded search terms, like the brand name and things like that, and just make sure that you don't bid on any irrelevant keywords. But other than that, that campaign is good because it's very low effort to set up, easy to maintain, and it generates good results. We're also using that as research to see what kind of keywords are currently relevant, what kind of keywords are we getting good results for, and how can we improve it further, optimize the other campaigns using that data. With that campaign, the cost per conversion is even lower than for the Performance Max campaigns, but we're also spending way less on that campaign. In the last 365 days, we only spent 10,000 euros on that particular campaign. Last but not least, the branded search campaign or brand protection campaign. With this brand, we want to make sure that we're always at the top of the search results for every brand related keyword. We're spending a lot on meta ads and spending like way more than we are on Google ads on meta ads. So we have a lot of people searching for the brand. There are also some competitors in the game that are spending a lot on Google ads and bidding very aggressively on our keywords, on our brand name. But we want to make sure that we're always at the top of the results. That's why we have a branded search campaign or a brand protection campaign with a target impression share as the goal. So we basically tell Google in at least 90% of the searches, including the branded search term, we want to be at the top of the results. We want to be all the way at the top, and we want to make sure that we don't lose any traffic or any conversions to our competitors. We don't really care how much the cost per clicks are. We are willing to spend whatever is necessary. We always want to be at the top. With this campaign, since we're spending a lot on Meta and spending way more budget on Meta than we are on Google, it's spending quite a bit because we're getting a good amount of branded search traffic, a good amount of volume there. So in the last year, we spent 24,000 on the branded search campaign alone. With those kind of campaigns, you have to be careful and make sure that it still makes sense for you as the brand and that the incrementality is there. Because with those 24,000 euros, we generate 857,000 euros in revenue, which sounds amazing. We have only like a €7 cost per conversion and a 35x return on ad spend, which is amazing. But you have to consider that a lot of those customers would have bought anyway. If they're searching for your brand name, if they're already on Google actively searching for it, the probability that they will buy is pretty high. And even if your ad is not on top, maybe there is a competitor on top, a lot of people will scroll down, see your organic listing, see your website, go there and make the purchase. So a lot of those 857,000 euros in revenue would have come in anyways. But we did a test and we saw that with that campaign being active and bidding on those keywords, the overall revenue of the brand is significantly better. And the marketing efficiency ratio, so all the ad spend divided by all the revenue, is higher if we're having the brand campaign running. So that's why we have that active. Make sure that you try that out, copy that for your brand. And obviously there are other campaign types that might make sense. A general search campaign or a traditional shopping campaign or a demand gen campaign, a YouTube campaign, video campaign, a display remarketing campaign. There are a lot of other things that might make sense. And I don't want to say that that's like the perfect structure, that is the perfect solution for every brand. That is just what worked for this particular e-commerce brand. And that's why I wanted to share that with you. If you have any questions, shoot them down below. I'll make sure to get back to you.